Here's Max Vanout for the live broadcast of Canada Cup here in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu. Bronze medal game between Saskatchewan and Alberta's got delayed because of a severe thunderstorm, but we're back with Richard McLean, President of Football Canada. It's been a pretty good week so far in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu. Has it been living up to your expectation?
Oh, 100%. From talking to parents and coaches and players, they've all expressed how well things have run, how smooth everything has been. The facilities have been top notch here. It's exactly what we expected coming to Saint-Jean.
You've had a lot of help from Football Quebec to organize this event. How's it been going from Football Quebec side so far?
I believe their host committee has been working to full capacity and really has all their bases covered.
How long has Football Canada been holding this Football Canada Cup?
Oh, this now has been going on in different formations since the 90s, and we've gone through a U19, a U18 format. We've had U17 division, and this current U18 division group has been around for, I think this is like the 7th year now, 6th or 7th year now we've been doing this. Yeah.
A lot of fans here from Alberta, from Saskatchewan. Is it usual to have so many fans from around the country moving to see those kids?
Once we started with the U18 division for Canada Cup, we saw a huge increase in the fan base. People were bringing their families. The younger kids, they wanted their families here. I think we had like 70,000 people watching on live stream the other day, on Wednesday, and so that just shows the interest of this sport. Now, in the last few years, we've made this as the starting point to our national junior team. And once you identify a tournament, we start identifying players, and our junior national team coaches are all here, and they're breaking down by position with rubrics and how well these players are performing at this event. And when you start doing things like that, you have a buy-in by coaches, by players, and by families that this is an important event to be at. And for our junior national team program, this is the most important event. And so for the kids that we highlight and we identify today, they join our program and they begin to be tracked as our national team athlete. And so it's kind of a new thing for football that we have a real program. We've put together a lot of teams over the years, but now working with Sport Canada, we're putting together a program. So that's a 12-month, with set goals that they have to meet, keeping up to date in training, and keeping contact with the coaches year round. And so it's a new thing for football, but it's a very exciting thing as well.
Mr. McLean, thank you very much. Congratulations on the tournament. Where can we find the tournament next year?
Next year we're in Winnipeg. Yeah.
So you hear it. Next year it's going to be in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Let's get back to the bronze medal game between Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Thanks a lot, Max. And Mr. McLean here. It's first down and 10, Alberta after that first down catch. Catelier under pressure, rolling on his right. Able to find his receiver, but dropping the ball here is number 11. Ethan Kimura. On the last drive during that interview, we didn't see the last two plays of Saskatchewan. There was an incomplete pass from Mason Nyhouse, as there is a flag on that actual play. Afterwards, a good Despin punt put Alberta deep into their zone, and there was a 10-yard return from Brent Berzek. We are just under a minute left here in the first half. Because of the huge delay due to the thunderstorm, we won't have a halftime. We already had it. I'm gonna just play the last minute, and then we're gonna have another discussion between both teams' captains at the middle of the field, and we'll go back to the playing field for the second half. First and 20 after the penalty. Catelier rolling right. It was a pass to the left on the screen pass to Blackmore. That pass was way too high, incomplete. It's going to be second and 20. Hi again, Max Vanout, who just ran a good 100 meters.
Hi, Francis. Yeah, just getting back from the sideline interviewing Football Canada's president, Richard McLean.
Yeah, take your good breath. Take a good breath. And
I'm good. I'm healthy.
I'll do that play for you, mate. Second and 20, 4 wide receivers on the right of Catelier. Saskatchewan bring the blitz. Long pass on the left side for Number 1, Dylan Roberts, overthrown, and it is now 3rd and 20.
Good effort here by Alberta's wide receiver, trying to get to that ball that was overthrown by Cavalier. Tried to put his body ahead of the one of the defensive back, trying to draw a penalty, but there was a bit of contact, but really a fair play by both players. The ref, in a way, I think they decided that the ball was uncatchable. And Alberta, well, I was going to say starting this half with 2 and out, but no, actually. They're going to end the half and try to contain Saskatchewan.
7th punt for Justin Sembu. He had an average of 41.5. This one is a short one, but had a good bounce. Loose ball after Kyle Borsa touches it. Brings it out of bounds, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 44 for Saskatchewan.
With 32 seconds left on the play clock, it will be interesting to see what Saskatchewan does here. I think they have more than enough time to try to get at least a field goal and end the half with a tie game.
However, we are not sure yet of the leg power of David Sorley, Saskatchewan's kicker, because they didn't kick a field goal in the entire tournament. 1st and 10 at the 44. 5-man pressure from Alberta. Quick pass to the right. Tackle quickly by Jack Burns here. A 5-yard gain here by Finlay Easton.
Beautiful tackle by Burns here. It's going to be a 3rd and 5, even 6, I think, for Alberta. Beautiful tackle, securing the play, making sure it doesn't get any more yards right now for Alberta. You want to try and make sure that Saskatchewan isn't getting in field goal range. Like Francis said, we have no idea what field goal range is for that Saskatchewan kicker. There's a lot of disparity between young kickers at this age. We see, what's his name again? The kicker from Ontario?
Chamienek,
yeah.
Gabriel Chamienek.
Yeah. The reason I was wondering is because he doesn't write it the way it's pronounced.
Yep.
Really complicated name, especially for French Canadian. But yeah, there is this kicker like Chamienek who can kick 40, 45-yard field goal, but most of the other kids out here are more in the 25 to 35-yard range. Let's wait and see. How's it going to go for Saskatchewan?
Saskatchewan burning their first time out. It's going to be a 2nd and 6 here at their own 48-yard line. Meanwhile, we had a stoppage play here because of the huge rain that happened in the region. It was one of the strongest rain I've seen in my own life.
Felt like in the Bible.
Close to it. 2nd and 6 for Nyhouse. All wide receivers, pressure coming to the left. Nyhouse throws a dart and it's caught. Carter Norrish with a 2nd catch of this tournament.
Beautiful catch here by the slot back receiver. Making sure he secures the ball and then try to make a play, but I think his coach might have even preferred if he had went down immediately because he didn't really get any more yardage after the catch. But the clock kept going down, only 20 seconds left. You need at least here a good almost 20 yards for Saskatchewan to get what we think might be the field goal range.
And Kyle Stroder decided to use his 2nd timeout right now. Nyhouse finally looking dangerous in this drive. It hasn't been the best last game and a half for him. And what about that rushing stats for Saskatchewan? Only 11 yards out of 9 carries, an average of 1.2, and on the last game only 77.
And the difficulty
total
here
rushing
for
yards.
Alberta is we're still in the first half because of that rain delay. So it's important not to give momentum to Saskatchewan heading in the 2nd half. That will start right after this.
1st and 10, we are still hearing
20.2 seconds. 20.2.
So the clock started way too quickly before the ball was snapped. Obviously there was a timeout, so you just start the clock once the ball is snapped. Blitz again from Alberta. Nyhouse planting his foot. Found Finlay Easton for the first down and a gain of approximately 16 yards. Good enough for at least what we suppose is a field goal range situation.
Great composure here by Nyhus. Under pressure, a perfect throw to Easton with a great catch, and now Saskatchewan still has a lot of time.
Still passing is Nyhouse. Pump fakes, try to run. Tackle. Maybe a gain of half a yard. 7 seconds remaining, enough to put the ball on the ground.
And Nyhus here was looking for the short route. Not even looking to go deep, just trying to give as easy a field goal as you can to your kicker. And now they're gonna go for the field goal. Probably gonna hand the half on this. Yep.
It's gonna be a 37-yarder for number 6, Alexander Lenius. Snap is good, kick good as well. So we're gonna end this first half on a tie game, 3-3.
So the rain delay so far paying off for Team Saskatchewan, who was going nowhere on offense before the delay and the half. Well, you see 3-0 right now. Well, actually it's 3-3 now. And both teams are gonna send their captains to the referees, like Francis said earlier, and we're gonna start right back